Good morning. So I'm in Herefordshire today on the English side of the Brecon Beacons, and I've driven up through Longtown, which is this village here on the edge of the park, and I'm starting at this car park here, which is at the foot of Red Darren, which is this cliff face here along the ridge, and then there's Red Darren over there. So the car park's already fairly high up. The walk goes across Red Darren and then up through Red Darren up onto the Offa's Dyke path, which is the Hatterrall Ridge, and then I'm going to follow that down to this trig point here on the Hatterrall Ridge, and then continue the Hatterrall Ridge probably to about here, so I can get a good view up the valley. Maps blowing around, and then return through here and along the road. So it's a nice circular walk. It's nice weather. Just a quick view from the car park. View's already quite nice into the Olcrum Valley, and that's the Cat's Back over there, and views into Herefordshire. So yeah, see you in a bit. So I'm on my way up the Red Darren path, and there's the car park. Come up a fair way. This brilliant view of the Red Darren cliffs, quite impressive actually, and this steep winding bracken path goes up towards the ridge. Just one more view before we lose that view. It's incredible. Just seen you can do what looks like a cliff, like a little ridge scramble there. You can go up between the two, scramble onto the little one on the left, and then scramble up to the top. I'm going to return and do that one day. I'm not going back down there now after that hike up here, but I'm going to return and try and do a little scramble there. That'll be quite fun. So just progressing now, reaching the top of Red Darren, and then this takes you up onto the summit. Right, so I've hit the Offa's Dyke path. I'm up on the kind of moorland plateau summit, stepping into Wales, back into England. Pretty cool border views. That's the Black Hill over there, and Lord Hereford's Knob. Wineback, Pennygadir, Vower, they're the highest points in the Black Mountains. And views over to the Sugarloaf. So I'm going to follow this, and then I'll show you a couple of little points along the Hatterrall Ridge, and then we're going to loop back round for our circular. So we're at the summit shelter, which marks one of the higher points on the Offa's Dyke path. We're about 600 metres, and this path here goes towards Lantony. So we're going to follow this way. I've never been down this route here before, and this is all the Hatterrall Ridge. You can see Hatterrall Hill in the distance. So yeah, going to progress on a bit, have a quick look at the map, see how many kilometres it is to the next trig point. And just enjoyed the views. It's very quiet up here as well, which is nice. There's not any crowds like you get elsewhere. Right, see you in a bit. So I'm right amongst the thick heather here, and it's amazing how green it is. It's beautiful. So much greenery, and this all flowers in purple around late August, September time, and that's a really special time to come and visit. It's stunning, so beautiful. So there's nice views across the valley, and quite a bit of a way to go yet. It's just a steady, gentle downhill. It's quite nice. See you in a bit. Okay, so we're at the 552 metre trig point. there's a nice bit of breeze up here. The view hasn't changed a lot. It's quite can be quite long and monotonous, this path. I think if you were to do the whole thing it would be really cool, but it would get quite a bit like Groundhog Day, I think, after a while. So progressing on down to the little valley part, and then there's the return path there. There's some wild horses up here, and I've seen a couple of foals already, which they're really cute. Let's see if we can get one of those in a minute. So this is the view I wanted from the Hatterrall Ridge, and I've got a beautiful view there right up the valley all the way. A view there of Lantony Priory. Stunning. So I'm going to drop back now on the return path, which is up there, and it's been a beautiful walk so far. Really enjoyed it. Okay, so I'm on my way down, sort of long, monotonous path through the bracken that eventually leads up to the road. Just tip back there, I got to a point where the path divided into two, and one went downhill a lot more, which is tempting. I couldn't quite work it out on the map, but here's a tip for anyone who's new to walking, which I've learnt the hard way before. If you're ever unsure, always stick with a higher path, because as soon as you lose your vantage point, it makes navigation more difficult. Obviously navigation is pretty easy around here, but in the good weather. But I did that once in Snowdonia, came down prematurely and had to do a massive reascent to get back onto the path. So if you may always maintain your height advantage, because it makes navigation a lot easier, and obviously you conserve energy if it's just a short drop down onto the correct path in due course when you're able to re-navigate yourself. So yeah, I stuck with a higher path, and that has been the correct one. So great, I will see you again, and I'm going to return here and do that Black Darren little scramble, which I think would be quite fun. Great, hope you enjoyed that one. Well recommended. See you next time.